an arduous interview process, about 4 interviews. Let's just say nothing motivates you to find a career like from flipping burgers to selling servers.
So some skills then that you said that you've learned, like discipline, how do you think those skills help you to provide the best possible service to our customers?
Yeah, it's a good question. Big picture thinking is definitely one of them. You know, not just thinking about the sale now, but thinking about how you can further assist your customers in a year's time, for example. Road mapping, you know, the solutions we're putting in for them, giving them further value. Also being prepared as well. Preparedness is a big one. I've been to so many meetings where someone's just sort of arrived, oh, I'm very sorry, I've just come from another meeting, I didn't get a chance to prepare, and you know, I don't like to do that. I like to make sure I know what I'm getting involved in, you know, what pain points the customer has and everything beforehand, which is, you know, sometimes that doesn't involve me phoning people before a meeting, like, oh yeah, I'll just tell you in the meeting. It's like, yeah, but I'd like to know beforehand. I'd like to be prepared, you know. But yeah, those two have definitely helped me out big time, and discipline as well. You know, the IT industry is one of those ones where you've got to be there on time. You've got to hit SLAs as well. No one likes it when anything gets delivered late, or if you promise to send someone an email, you've got to make sure you actually do it and follow through on it. So they're just qualities that I think are important and assist us as an industry, you know, to perform our best, really.
So apart from your work and your service in the army, do you have any other interests or hobbies that you're passionate about?
I do. All the usual ones everyone always says in these interviews, oh, gym, socialising with friends, everything. But no, I'm a huge car guy. My fiance will say we would have had a much nicer house if it wasn't for my addiction to cars. I have 3 at the minute. So yeah, that takes up a lot of my time. It kind of ties a bit into the IT piece. It's, you know, technical, tinkering away with engines and everything else is very similar to tinkering away with servers, I guess. So the two passions kind of overlap a little bit there. I also ride motorbikes as well, which is a great way of relieving stress and spending a week in hospital if you get it wrong, which has happened in the past, but it's part of the fun, really. But yeah, that's what keeps me in and out of trouble outside of work. It's what motivates me to work as well. And yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of anything automotive, anything with wheels, I'm there.
So you've been a part of Storm for how long now?
About 7.5 years now.
Wow, okay, so you've had quite the Storm journey, and you've recently moved from solution specialist to a Dell specialist.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about what that entails?
Yeah, I've obviously lived and breathed servers and storage at Storm for the last seven years before changing roles as a solution specialist. So effectively being pre-sales, customers would come to us with their pain points or what they're looking to achieve, and we help them on that journey to finding the right sort of hardware to enable that. Now I'm specialising on the Dell side of that. We've got a big push with Dell's products this year. Michael Dell himself has sort of stepped in with the Dell message now and is, you know, looking for infrastructure to be very, very heavily pushed. And I'm the person here at Storm that's going to facilitate that. So I'm effectively working as a middleman between Storm and Dell to get the best possible value, best possible products and best possible lead times for our customers, and ensuring that both Storm and Dell are able to collaborate together to give the best possible business outcomes for our customers.
And lastly, if you could give yourself one piece of advice to your younger self, what would you say?
Get into the sales side of IT way sooner and spend less time losing your sanity in support and help desk. The sales side of it is incredibly gratifying. You get the satisfaction of knowing you've helped people, but it's much better than fixing printers and mail servers 24/7, which is what I was doing when I was working in IT support. So I'm glad I transitioned into pre-sales.
And I think that wraps up our episode of Storm Stories. Thank you, Justin, for joining us and sharing your story.
And thank you very much for having me.
And join us next time.